Welcome to the Soon Podcast.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Soon Podcast.
I'm Melissa, and I'm a health coach.
And I'm Amanda Lynn, and I am a style curator.
And together we formed this podcast to go over all things style and health-related things, wellness, pop culture. We are sisters, and we just want to chat. And so we are going to give you the rundown.
And the rundown we will give. So, Alyssa, what is going on? What's happening this week? I know you tried to back out of this podcast today. So why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about that?
Okay, so first of all, I slept really bad last night. Paul worked an overnight, so he was not home. But my dog was anxiously awaiting for him to come home at any second. So she was being crazy. And I've also had some neck pain for a while now, so that was good. And then I was starting my period. So I have so many things that were just going on last night that I was awake till 4 a.m.
Well, I was awoken at 3 a.m. because my husband left for a flight and he woke me up and I could not fall back asleep. And I just want you to know that I was bright-eyed and bushy-tailed at 6:30 a.m. ready to start the day. So
So then I had to get up and I had to get my Botox at 9 a.m. and then host a book club. And then this was on the docket. And then I have a birthday party after this at the beach. So I said, hey, I might be a little tired today. Can we change it to tomorrow? And she said, are you kidding me, Alyssa?
No. You did not tell them the truth. She said, can we do this tomorrow? 4 minutes before we were supposed to start this day. I had pulled myself out of the pool. I was giving myself a good tanning day. UV index was 12. Like, we were ready. I pulled myself out of the pool. I took a shower. I did my makeup. I dried my hair. And this girl says, I'm tired. And I said, no, nay. Get your arse in the studio. We are potting. So here we are, we're potting. We have things to go over, things to dish on, things to spill on.
I just wanted to tell you something that describes how tired I am. So this morning I went to get a cup of coffee at my favorite drive-through coffee near us because I was trying not to use the coffee maker because my husband had worked an overnight. So
very loud coffee maker.
Yes. And one of my favorite coffee baristas is like, oh, I'm leaving this coffee shop. I'm going to work at a new coffee shop called Destiny Coast. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to miss you, blah, blah, blah. And then we're like talking for a little bit and then I leave and I'm like, okay, I'll see you soon at Destiny Hope. Do you know what that is?
Is that like...
It's Miley Cyrus's real birth name.
That's not what I thought it was. I thought that it was like a church group, but...
Yeah, it might as well could be. I understand why she changed her name. My God.
You know, close enough, sis.
I'm like, I'll be at Destiny Hope. Bye.
He's like, okay, I still won't be there.
Literally. So that's just a little something about that. So then I hosted my book club for Emily Henry's book, Great Big Beautiful Life, and I rated it a 6 out of 10.
Wait, hold on a second. I think that might be my next book club book.
No, it's not good.
No, it's absolutely not.
What is it?
Deep End. I don't know what that is. But that's what we voted on. So it's not the same, but tell us why we didn't like it because now I'm clearly never going to read it. So,
I mean, I think I talked about it on the last podcast, but like going over it today with the book club, everyone just kind of said it's like a knockoff of Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Ooh.
Yeah. So the story's already been written and this story was lacking a lot of things. And so if you're in for a summer read, I cannot recommend this one, but I do love her other books. So just don't read this one. She has like a million other books that are way better. So give that a go, not this.
That's good to know. I will not be picking that book up. I will check out potentially some of her other ones. One thing that I have been really, really, really vibing with lately, speaking on the topic of books, is I have been listening to an Audible a week. Like, I have been flying through these audibles. That is my newest work hack is I put in my headphones, I turn them on noise cancellation. I will put a book in, and then if I'm working on a spreadsheet, a doc, whatever it is, I feel like it just calms my brain to like have something on in the background. And sometimes I like don't even fully listen to the story. Like I'll listen during the good parts, but there's just so many parts that I'm like, this did not need to be written. But I am just flying through these books and
What
I
the hell?
absolutely love it. So if you work at a desk job, highly recommend throw an Audible in, and I swear it will just make your productivity and, you know, the joys of the day like up here.
But you also just said to not really make it a good book because you're not even paying attention half the time.
Yeah, that's true. Like I know for a fact that so hang on, what's that one? The Next Mrs. Parrish, that
Oh,
book
yeah.
I will not listen to on Audible. Like I want to read it, but you had a ton of Audible books in our library, and so I've just been listening to all of them. And I was like, and then you know, you get the gist of the story. It's good, it's background, it's nice. I wouldn't listen to something that you really, really, really want to listen to because your brain's not fully comprehending it. But I think that it's really nice to have something on in the background. Like I'm always listening to a podcast. So I'm like, why not just switch it to a book and like get my read on, you know, really expand my repertoire.
I love that. You know, I've been on this bandwagon for years now. Did you say you're listening to my Audible books?
Yeah, I'm logged into your Audible account. And I use your credits.
The only ones that I use, that I like get my books for on Audible is when Paul and I are on a road trip and I know he will kind of only want to listen to something like a murder mystery.
Well, that's all that I
So,
like. So I was like, wow, she's got some good books in here.
yeah, no. And then all my other books I get on Libby. And so you should definitely hop on that because
I know
it's
you
great.
told me to do Libby, so maybe I'll look into that. But I have a ton of books that I need to get through before the summer's over. So we'll talk about that maybe during our next episode. But I just had to jump on and say that Audible is really super helpful and I love them and they should sponsor us.
I will also point out that once you gave me your Kindle, I forgot how incredible it is to read a physical book.
Yeah.
So I will say, like for bedtime, for the beach, it hits differently. So I was on the audiobook only kick for a long time, but nothing slaps better than physically reading.
Nothing slaps better. And I will say that I tandem read. So I have a physical book that I've been reading when I'm tanning, when I'm home, but I will listen to my Audible during the workday. And I like that I have two separate book lives, two separate book vibes. And I
Me
get
too.
forward to something when I'm working and when I'm at home. And honestly, I haven't been happier in a long time.
I do the same exact thing. And I think it's because we're just so smart.
Yeah. No, I know for a fact it's because I just can't sit in silence with my
Oh,
own thoughts. So that's
that's
fine.
true. You always literally have a movie going while you're in the shower. I'm like, can
Yeah,
you just chill?
I can't. No, I can't and I won't. And I don't like it. So Audible for the win. Love it. Listen up if you haven't already and get an Audible.
Yes, or a Libby, which is free and that's library based. So recently we had Amazon Prime Day. Did you buy anything good?
I did not buy anything good. I
You
did not
didn't?
participate in the Prime. I'm not a big Amazon shopper ever. Like I don't really purchase anything on Amazon except for my dog food. I like to shop in person. You know what I mean? And I just don't need a lot of stuff from Amazon at the moment. I'm going to backtrack. There's a lot of stuff that I could use from Amazon at the moment. For
Instance.
instance, For instance, we need fire alarms, smoke detectors in our house now. So that would be a great Prime Day purchase. But I just am not purchasing, I just don't feel like it. I'm not really in the mood to Amazon it right now, but I know that you bought a lot of stuff. So why don't you spill the beans?
I just don't understand you one bit. You're a
You know that I
shopper.
never shop on Amazon. I
It's
never
so
buy stuff
weird.
from them. I know. I don't know what it is. I don't even have the app. I go on the actual site.
Oh my gosh. Well, let's see. We bought an alarm clock for Paul. We bought a bike helmet for me for our triathlon. I bought a new microphone stand that is freestanding so I don't have to click it
You
into
just
things
bought a
anymore.
microphone stand. I'll
But
take
that
your
one
old
had to
one.
be like clicked into things, and
I'll take
that
it.
was so annoying. So, yeah, and then I bought some micellar water. A lot of skincare was on sale. I bought just anything I needed a refill on. So, my makeup wipe removers, like the little reusable cotton pads, hair ties, all the things.
Okay. Well, all of that sounds great and dandy. I don't know how long Prime-ness is going on. Is it just one day?
No, it's a couple days and it's over now.
Well, I didn't shop and I won't be shopping. But I
No.
do think that it's actually really interesting. I don't know what it is, but I don't find Amazon exciting to shop on. One, I do love shopping small businesses when I can and wherever I can. But two, it just doesn't excite me. Like, I just feel like I don't want to see 9,000 versions of one option. I think that it overwhelms me, which is funny because I'm a buyer. Like, my job is literally to look at like an abundance of products and pick the best one.
True.
So, like, you would think that Amazon would be like a field day for me, but I think for my personal life, hate it. I'm like, I want a razor. Just show me, just give me a razor. I don't need
Mm.
95 and then to tack on and then to do a 2-week supply. And then I have 10 other options that are less expensive, which now I need to look at. And then they're
Yeah,
not a Prime. I don't know. It's like a whole thing. And I hate it. I would rather just go somewhere in person and, pick them out.
I love it. But okay, and I know right now we got to see a couple sales when you were in town. Why don't you tell the folks about that?
So we're going to give you guys the quick 411 on the Nordstrom anniversary sale. You heard that right. Nordstrom anniversary sale. We're going to give you the scoop. Okay. I am
By we, you mean you.
myself. I'm going to give you the scoop. Alyssa's going to listen to the scoop. So I was once a naughty girl. I started during the anniversary sale. I will say that was the most terrifying week of my entire life. And I'm going to dive into that for a second. Go ahead.
You never explained what a naughty girl was.
Oh, okay. Then I'll say. So I worked at Nordstrom for 3.5 years, 4 years. Right out of high school, I applied and they had me work the Nordstrom anniversary sale. I was kind of a floater. So I didn't have a designated department. I was just like, I was in one department one day, one department another day. I was fresh 18. I had been 18 for literally a month, and that's like when you can actually apply. So I was so excited. I can't even tell you the terrors that went through me that first day on the job. So
Mm.
one, I did love working at Nordstrom. It was great, but I had no idea what I was in for. So obviously I'm like, I'm working at Nordstrom. I'm a fashion girly now. No, I wore 4-inch heels. Like, I was in stilettos for an 8-hour workday. I didn't know what department they were going to put me in. They put me in kids. They put me
No.
in kids. I'm in heels. I'm in like my cute little fit. I'm running around with little children. Moms are coming up to me because the Nordstrom anniversary sale is like the craziest sale of the entire year for Nordstrom. And I'll get a little bit more into that. But moms are running up to me being like, will this fit my 4-year-old? And I'm like, I don't know. What size do they wear? Do you even know this kid? Like, it was just a madhouse. Honestly, like it humbled me really, really fast.
I don't think I ever really heard this story.
Yeah, I was so appalled with myself. I could not feel my feet for 2 weeks. I went on my lunch break. I went to, oh my gosh, Alyssa, what is that place with the back massagers? You can,
Like Sharper Image.
I went to Sharper Image. We had one in the mall and I sat in their foot massage chair barefoot, like a disgusting little homeless person.
They're like Lysoling it down after you leave.
But I could not feel my feet and I refused. I refused to change my shoes because I didn't want to be embarrassing. And just because of that, in spite of everyone being like, oh my God, how are you wearing heels? I wore heels the rest of the week because I was like, I could do it.
Oh my God.
So
We
that
used
was
to
it.
like literally wear heels in high school.
Like I would wear heels in high school. Like I was that girl. But honestly, it was truly humbling. And if you go to Nordstrom during this time, you know, really thank your sales associate because they are doing you the biggest service of the world.
And nowadays, tennis shoes are in, ballet flats are in.
Yeah.
They have it
The
very
girls have it
easy.
so easy now. Like those were not in. I actually don't think I was allowed to wear sneakers to work when I worked there. We had to wear like a flat or a heel. We couldn't wear a sandal. Whew, oh my gosh, we're just really picking up the PTSD. No, but so on the other note, I'm going to dive into the anniversary sale. I'm going to let you guys know my real thoughts on it and if I think you should be shopping it.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
So give us this crazy tea that you're talking about.
It's piping hot. No, it's truthfully just my opinion on the sale as a whole and whether I think you guys should be shopping it or not, or what my overall thoughts are. So, if you don't know what the anniversary sale is, it is an annual sale that Nordstrom puts on. It is like their biggest sale of the year. They used to do, I think that they've kind of changed it up a little bit, but they used to have a select amount of clothes or shoes. They have, you know, every category that they sell, pieces will go on sale before they go regular price. So normally pieces come in, they're full price, and then they go on sale. This is the reverse, and that's why it's so enticing and exciting for people. You also can't shop it unless you're a card holder for the first week. So it makes people want to get a card. You know, it causes that excitement of like, but I can't shop this. I have to get a card. Then you feel exclusive. They used to like tent off certain areas in Nordstrom. It was actually
That
like,
was weird.
I know, I thought that it was like very chic back in the day. Now they haven't been using tents. They've been using like this yellow cord that almost looks like caution tape. And like, I think that it's very tacky and practically horrendous, but it pretty much tells you like which pieces you can shop, what you can't shop, etc. So my overall thoughts on it is one, I just think that the overall selection has been very disappointing lately. I feel like I'm a shopper and I'm a Nordstrom lover. So for me to say this, I feel like is a big step, but I just feel like there's been no excitement to go and actually shop what they have. It is also truly such a madhouse in the stores that it's not worth it to me to like get 10% off of something to go and
Mm.
shop this craziness. But that's not my real tea. So my real tea is the products are discounted and then they go full price once the anniversary sale is over. Okay? That's great. We all get that. Practically like within a month, they go back on sale. Like a normal like product merchandise. They get marked back down. All of it ends up at the rack. Everything. And so I feel
What?
like it just feels so gimmicky to me that I'm like, you're just
Why
gonna
did
be on sale. Like you're just merchandise that's on sale for forever. It does get marked back up, but for such a short amount of time that I'm like, all of this hype around it just feels so unnecessary. You know what I
why
mean?
do they even do that? Like
I know, and I don't know if it was always like that, but I've just noticed it. I noticed it when I worked there, and I feel like it's gotten even worse now that it makes me mad.
You are
As a shopper.
ticked off.
I am a ticked off naughty girl. So I can't say that the sale is worth shopping. I guess my only feedback would be that if you see something that's part of the sale and you really, really, really want it, get it because there is a chance it'll sell out. But if it doesn't sell out,
Mhm.
it's worth waiting and then finding it at the rack, you know?
So you used to love it for high-end designer things, I thought.
I wouldn't say that the Nordstrom anniversary sale is the best time to buy designer pieces. They do have pieces that are part of the sale, and sometimes you can get a good deal, which is great. But right now, it's the summertime, which is my favorite time to shop designer pieces on sale because all of the stores, whether it's Nordstrom, Neiman's, Saks, they all did their biannual sale where they marked down all of their designer pieces. And if you wait, if you're willing to wait, you don't want to pay the first markdown. If you wait and it is still in stock, all of those designer pieces that you love, they're going to get a second markdown. Okay? You heard me right. I like to suggest to find a sales associate that you like, love, vibe with, show them the pieces that you're interested in. And if it's not going to break your heart to lose them and you're willing to kind of play the game, it is so worth it to wait because you will get pieces that, they marked down to 20%. Now they got a double markdown. They're now 40%. Sometimes they will go through a triple markdown and they will be up to like 60% off. I've gotten a pair of Louboutins for $100. I've gotten purses for a couple, like it is just so worth it. And I feel like the summertime and right before Christmas is the absolute best time to shop designer at any big box retailer.
So you're saying the ones on sale are like doubled down usually?
So, not part of the anniversary sale. These are just regular sale
Mhm.
designer items. They'll usually have like a biannual sale for all designer items, whether it be at Nordstrom, Neiman, Saks, any of the big box retailers that you can find luxury goods at. They will have a summertime sale. They usually all run them at the same time. And then they do their double markdowns at the same time too. I highly recommend, like, I cannot recommend enough if you are a designer lover to go into the stores and shop them in person because a lot of these products are not allowed to be online at these low price points.
Hmm.
Way more luck finding good designer discounts if you go into the store and kind of test your luck and see where you get lucky. So
But do it away from this huge sale right now.
they will still be running it. So they run the designer sale, they're running it at the same time. They're just two separate entities.
Okay, well, that is our sale tea.
That is a sale tea, and I hope it helps with all of your summertime shopping because I feel like summertime is the best time to shop. One, because everyone is doing a sale, and two, because we have 6 months until Christmas, and so you can buy everything you want and not feel bad about it.
Oh my gosh, that is terrifying that we only have we have less than
We have
6
less
months.
than 6 months, actually. We have 5, and you can still buy stuff and not feel bad about
SOS.
it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's crazy. I think one of the things that I think most people know now, but it was kind of shocking when you worked at Nordstrom and you were also going to a fashion type school. So you were learning about the materials. And then that's when you kind of learned about Nordstrom Rack. Those are all not the same materials as the brands that they're labeled as typically.
So, yes and no. I feel like Nordstrom Rack can become such a slippery slope. And this is the same with like Saks Off Fifth. I think that Neiman Marcus has an outlet. I just don't think that there's one in Arizona that I can shop at. But all of these products that come from, these big brands that end up at the Rack or TJ Maxx or any like of those step down discounted big box retailers, they are not always the same quality that you will find anywhere else. So Free People is a really good example of that. So you can find Free People racks at Nordstrom Rack. It's like a designated section, but it's not always the same quality as you will find in the actual Free People store. A lot of these companies will purposefully make pieces that are less quality, way less expensive for them to produce, and they sell them at a discounted rate. So it makes you feel like you're getting a steal. Like, I just found Free People at the rack. This is a great deal. But you're not actually getting a great deal. You're literally just paying for exactly what they made for you at a step down at a lower cost.
I know. It's devastating. I mean, you
Yeah.
can find good stuff there. Like there are
Yes.
designer racks
You
at some of them.
absolutely can. And I feel like that is what makes it so tricky to shop at sometimes is regardless, I am a Nordstrom Rack lover. I'm a Last Chance stan. I will go to TJ Maxx all day, every day. But I think that it is something that they don't obviously shout from the rooftops. And I do think that it's something that people and regular consumers should know that
Yeah.
you're not buying the brand, you're buying the quality typically when you go to those locations. And that's not saying that you can't find a great deal there. Like, I'm sure there's regular Free People that just gets marked down enough and it ends up there. So it really is like a gamble, but it is just something to note when you're shopping there. Take a look at the quality, take a look at the fabric contents, know what you're buying and if it's actually worth your dollar at that discounted rate.
Sad.
It is sad.
So, are you going to shop the Nordstrom sale? I know we just went and we left a little empty-handed, but I don't know if you're going to go back or found something online.
We went before the anniversary sale.
Oh.
Yeah. So there was no anniversary to shop. After everything I just said, yes, I will still be shopping the sale. I am a big FOMO girl. I get FOMO to the nth degree. I want to know what's out there. I want to know what kind of discounts. If I happen to go, which I will tomorrow, I will keep you guys posted if there's anything worth shopping. But, you know, just keep your eye out. I want everyone to be a mindful shopper. You know, I want you to be smart with where you're spending your dollars. There's so many locations to spend them at now. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, the one that screams sale if it's not like truly a sale.
Well, make a list for us when you go and yeah, give us the rundown. Unlike
Well,
your Amazon Prime.
I'll give you guys the rundown. I will not be making an Amazon Prime list, but Alyssa did load up our Amazon cart and she shared it. So we'll share that again because she found a lot of good stuff and a lot of pieces that you guys have been asking us questions for. So they're all linked and ready for you to shop.
Yes, I put some of my favorite protein powders on there that are really, really great. I put inositol, which we talked about for fertility and blood sugar balance. I also put the stems that Amanda likes. And so little things like that, you know, we got you loaded up and you guys can take a look, see, and put it on your Christmas shopping list now, apparently.
I hate you.
So that was mainly our main topic today, but I did want to bring up a few things that are happening in the wellness world as of late.
Hit us.
So I don't know if you saw this study.
Not see the study, and I will not ever see whatever
Okay,
study.
you don't even know what it is. You don't even know what it is. Apparently, there was a big thing. It was on everyone's Instagrams. Glass bottles have more microplastics than plastic bottles.
You're joking.
Yeah.
That was not even being dramatic. I'm like, everyone just switched all of their freaking Tupperware from plastic to glass.
Yes.
And now glass is bad. Glass is
So
ass.
here's the thing. Here's the caveat. This is fake news.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So
Who has
basically,
time?
it was a study in France and everyone was freaking out. But what was causing the high amount of microplastics was these are glass bottles that have like those aluminum foil like caps. So, like a Coca-Cola glass bottle, something like that. A glass Coca-Cola bottle.
Okay.
Think of the top.
Yeah.
It's aluminum, you know, whatever.
Yeah, but like no, it's not. It's metal.
Yeah, it's like metal, aluminum, and on the inside of that is plastics. So that was literally what they found. So don't believe everything you guys hear. I just want to let you know glass is still the best. And
Glass
don't
is
be,
not trash.
yes, I cannot handle another person posting about this study and the fear mongering. So just wanted to let you guys know. And then, secondly, big news for Texas. The state of Texas
Go Texas.
has decided to mandate for medical schools and a lot of medical profession training to include nutrition.
Go Texas. Wow, Texas of all states, the state of the barbecue. I'm surprised.
The state of the barbecue, the state of,
I thought they just ate pulled pork sandwiches all day long. That's what
well,
I
they're
would do if
about
I lived
to,
there.
they might change it up once they learn the nutrition facts.
They'll be eating pulled turkey.
Oh my God, maybe. Wow.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. Good for
So
Texas.
this is really big news because I'm not sure if you're aware, but I would say 99% of medical schools do not require nutrition. And I don't know if, actually, I know most doctors would agree. Cardiologists, primary care doctors,
Pediatricians. The doctors of the world would love this.
the doctors of the world, they're always recommending one of the first things is let's look at your nutrition. Are you working out? Blah, blah, blah. But they can't really go off and give you good details. They don't really know what exactly they need to say, what they're looking at, because they didn't study it. Like, that's nutrition is intense, it's
Wait,
a lot.
wait a second. I need some clarification because I thought this whole time that you were saying that they are injecting a nutritional like food offering for students for schools.
Injecting.
Like like I thought you meant like they were now like you know how you get served food like in junior high and high school. I thought you meant like they are now doing like a nutritional offering versus no. Went right over my head.
Good Lord.
I feel like the way you said it like could have been open to interpretation. You're like, there's nutritions in schools. And I'm like,
No.
good for them. Salads for everyone.
Physicians in medical schools will now get nutritional training. Holy shit.
That's why
And
I
you're like,
said that they were going to be not eating pulled pork.
oh my God. So I will
Okay,
say,
anyways, honestly, that's still a small step for doctors, a great step for mankind.
I will say that Michelle Obama had created an incredible schools lunch program for kids in
Yes.
high school. And then a certain administration took it away, but now the certain administration is working on putting it back again. So who
Yeah, because
knows?
I think that it is super important. I mean, I remember when we went to school, like our choice offerings was nachos. Alyssa ate a pretzel for like 6 years straight, just a
A
singular
soft
pretzel,
pretzel
which is unacceptable. Like
with
our
mustard.
vending machines were all soda pop. It was just, it's terrible. And I feel like there does need to be better offerings, especially when you're in high school. Like, I was not going to make the smart decision. I'm not going to go order a salad when I could get myself a pizza every single day.
Even then, their salads are like iceberg with no protein. Like
It's
there's
true.
no substance to it. You're just eating the dressing.
It's
So
true. You really do. They need to step it up in the schools. I feel like the food that they serve the children of America is unacceptable.
it's so true. Corn dogs, chimichangas.
And I hate to say it because they are my favorite foods,
We
but
ate the chimichangas. Am I saying that right?
chimichangas. Or if you're, what's that from Meet the
That's
Fockers?
what I'm thinking. Meet the Fockers.
Chimichangas.
I'm making a chimichanga.
Anyways, we're getting so off topic, but I'm so excited for the physicians of Texas.
I don't know, just as a naturopathic girly, naturopathic doctors get a ton of training in nutrition. And I just think it is the missing piece and it is should be prioritized, especially in things like primary care, where these people are potentially not that sick and they can take these steps and they need help. So I'm really excited for this change and let's go learn some nutrition.
Let's go, Texas.
Anyways, what are your plans for the rest of the week?
So I'm allowed to say this because he will be back by the time this airs, so I'm not going to put myself in any harm. But my husband is out of town for the week, and I feel like I don't rely on him all that much when he's here. Like I love hanging out with him, but when he's gone, like he's not an option to hang out with. I'm like, well, okay, I'm bored. Like, what am I going to do? So, my dad is actually out of town as well. So, my mom and I have big plans to hang out together. And I'm planning on getting a lot of our housework done. I got new wallpaper. So, this office is going to be a completely different office very soon. I'm super excited. And speaking of offices, my husband's office, I'm going to remodel it while he's gone because
That's my old bedroom.
I know, and it still has your old chandelier up and your old wallpaper. And like Omar is so chill. He's like, it looks great. I don't care. And I'm like, this looks like a mess. Like there's a chandelier and then car posters and then like
Mm.
a shelf with his like boy stuff. And then I've been taking like some of our fake plants out of like our rooms, but he loves them. So he has like 4 fake trees. It's a forest in there. And I'm like, something has got to give. So the whole thing that really kicked it off is that I found him a new standing desk because the man
Mm.
likes to stand and work. It's not my vibe, but it's his vibe very much so. And I found him like one that's like a double size at a garage sale. And this lady was selling it for like $30. So obviously I bought it and now I want to like put it up, get it set up, and then like things just need to come together in there. So I'll be posting a lot about that on my TikTok if you want to follow along. Amanda and Rose.
That's exciting. That'll be cool. I'm excited to see your
No.
wallpaper journey number like 12 now.
Yes, I love wallpaper. Another thing that I have realized because he's been traveling a lot lately, and so I've just been here on my own, and it's just a lot. But
Let me just let me just preface and say you're never alone. You
I'm never,
literally live with my parents. They live in the back house and you guys have 7 dogs.
yeah. So I'm never alone in that sense, but alone in the sense of, just conquering the world solo when he's not here. So he does all of our grocery shopping. I do not like the grocery store. I don't like to grocery shop. And I ran out of food on Wednesday. And he was coming home on Friday. And you know what I did?
Nothing.
Not a thing. Not a thing. I ate a shit ton of cookie dough. We had some chips.
Oh,
Ate them all. I literally would go to work and I was like, I'm so hungry. I would have to go. I ate out. I got Chick-fil-A for breakfast. I got McDonald's for lunch. Like I fell right back into my old routine in a snap. And that is just how fast things happen.
I am very disappointed.
I know. And I was disappointed in myself. And truthfully, I used to eat like that all the time and I don't anymore. And I felt terrible.
Wow.
And so I went to the grocery store with my mother today and I stocked up.
Mm-hmm.
I got my protein bars, I got my protein drinks, I got my snack packs. Like, your girl's not going hungry over here. I just, I let myself go down a slippery slope of thinking that I could live like I used to as, a 20-year-old girly just eating fast food every day. And she's not built for that lifestyle anymore.
I feel you so bad because I really need to go to the grocery store, and it's just so annoying that you literally have to do it like every single week.
I know. I'm like, how did we go through? I spent the amount of money that I spent on myself, and I am one person who's very picky, and I didn't even buy a bunch of stuff. I was like, how do families do this? Like, this is disrespectful that I
Yeah,
have to buy all of this right now so that way I don't go hungry.
it really is crazy. So I feel you a lot.
Yeah. What's on your docket for the week, sis?
Paul and I are going to go see one of our favorite bands. It's called Camp on Wednesday. That's like
Yeah.
what we had our first dance to, and I've always wanted to see them. So I'm really excited for that. And then I think we're just planning some things. He got a little crazy, and apparently we're going to Arizona for one night next weekend so he can
Whoa.
surf the wave pool.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little disappointed that they told me because I thought we were going to keep this surprise back and forth ping pong happening for the rest of the year and see how long we could put up with it. But apparently, Omar and Paul, they're over the surprises. They don't want to surprise us ever again.
I know Paul didn't even give me the option. It was just like, you guys already knew.
Yeah, he told my mom, and my mom told me, and she asked him if we were doing a surprise, and he said, absolutely not.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm debating what to do because this all sounds terrible. I don't want to drive 6 hours one way for one less than a day of being there and then 6 hours back. So I'm like, maybe I'll fly out on Monday, just me, or I have to look at the docket, but it all just sounds a lot. And it's for this
We
wave
fly out
pool
Monday, like this Monday, like Monday.
because he wants to go
But like this
Saturday night.
Monday, like in 2 days?
No,
Oh.
no. He wants to go in Saturday night and leave Sunday night. And I'm thinking about staying another night or something. But we'll see. Maybe not because, yeah.
Well, you should. I think everyone here agrees that Alicia should stay longer than one night, and it's tacky and lame of her to come for just one night.
Yeah. Well, also, guys, I did get my Botox today. I'm excited for, a week or two from now for
Yeah.
those
Bring your
to
face in
kick in.
close because I feel like I need to get mine touched up already. Can you see that? I was crying last night because Justin Bieber launched. We didn't even talk about it. Justin Bieber dropped his album the same day that McDonald's dropped their snack wraps, and it felt like the best time of my life all over again. And I cannot tell you guys how happy I was. So I was listening to the song Go Baby. Baby, Go Baby.
I think so.
And I just, Omar was leaving for 4 days and I was sobbing.
Isn't that the song that goes, go, baby, go?
Yeah, but it's not a pop song. It's like actually a really sweet romantic song.
Oh, okay.
It's super cute. And I was losing it. And Omar looks at me and he obviously like consoled me for a minute. And then he was like, it's just really hard when you're crying because like your Botox like is just so smooth. Like he's like, everything's just like
Nothing's happening.
he's like, you're like there are tears, but like your face isn't giving crying. And I was like,
Oh my God. What do you think of the album before we sign off?
I love it. I love him. I'm so proud of him. I'm happy to see him back. I don't know what is happening with the lighting here on my eyes, but I'll take it. And the one thing that I just can't get behind on albums, and I will shit talk it until I am 6 feet under, is the skits. Like, I love Drewski. That's great. They're having fun. Like, I don't want a 1 minute interlude of you guys like joking around. So
Me neither.
I made my own album for my Apple Music of just the songs that I like so that way I can listen to it in peace. I'm going to show you guys because I actually think that it's really fun and spunky. I think I'll
I
add to it.
I liked the album, but it immediately just made me want to turn on the song Anyone. And his voice in that song is just insane. And I feel like
Yes, yeah.
this album is a little more edited and it's a different vibe. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to figure out when I would listen to this type of music.
Every day. So this is what I made. It's my album for myself. It's called Standing on Business.
10 toes.
Not one toe missing.
Okay, you'll have to share it with everybody.
Well, that's a wrap for this episode. It was a bit of a hodgepodge, but we wanted to just give you guys the quick scoop of the sales happening for the summer and the health updates happening now and what is going on in Texas with the children.
Yeah, no, you're psycho. Oh my God.
But we will talk to you guys next week, and hopefully we will have some Love Island drama to catch up on because we're supposed to have a winner by then.
Oh my gosh. We will talk Love Island, a little pop culture, and what else is going on in the next episode. So we'll talk soon.
Talk soon.